Let me ask you a life-changing question. If you stopped chasing people today, how many would start chasing you? Think about it. The answer to that question could transform your entire perspective on relationships, success, and influence. Ladies and gentlemen, some people naturally attract others, while many spend their lives chasing approval, validation, or opportunities. Why is that? Because certain individuals possess traits or qualities that draw people in like a magnet. Today, I'm breaking down the 6 powerful conditions that make people chase you. Master these, and you'll become someone others admire, respect, and pursue, not because you demand it, but because you've earned it. Condition 1, you have something they need. Let's start with the foundation of influence: value. People don't chase you because of who you are. They chase you because of what you bring to the table. Think about the most successful individuals in the world. What do they all have in common? They solve problems, add value, and make others' lives better. But let's dig deeper into this. Adding value doesn't just mean being rich, famous, or talented. It can be as simple as being the person who listens when no one else will, the problem solver who offers solutions where others see obstacles, the motivator who lifts people up when they're down. If you're wondering, how can I offer value? Here's the key. Identify what you're good at and how it can serve others. If you're creative, use your ideas to inspire or entertain. If you're resourceful, find ways to help others solve their challenges. If you're empathetic, provide the emotional support that so many people crave. When you consistently bring value, people don't just chase you, they depend on you. And dependency creates loyalty. Condition 2, you're hard to get, but worth it. People don't value what's easy to get. Let me say that again. People don't value what's easy to get. Scarcity is what makes things desirable. It's why diamonds are more valuable than pebbles. And here's the thing, you're a diamond. But if you act like a pebble, giving your time, energy, and attention to everyone who asks, people won't appreciate your worth. To be hard to get, you don't need to be arrogant or dismissive. You simply need to set boundaries, respect your time and energy, say no when necessary, and don't feel guilty about it. Focus on your goals. The busier you are building your dreams, the less time you'll have to waste on things that don't matter. Make others earn your attention. Don't give your trust, time, or effort to people who haven't proven themselves deserving of it. Here's the secret. Being hard to get doesn't mean being unavailable. It means being selective. And when people see that your time is precious, they'll value every second they get with you. Condition 3, you inspire them to be better. The most powerful condition of all is this. People will chase you because you make them feel something they can't get anywhere else. When you inspire someone, you do more than attract their attention. You touch their soul. People are naturally drawn to those who help them grow, who challenge them to be better, and who make them believe in their own potential. Here's how you can inspire others. Lead by example. Actions speak louder than words. If you're working hard, chasing your dreams, and staying disciplined, people will look up to you and want to emulate your mindset. Uplift others. Be the person who cheers for others when they win. Celebrate their successes and encourage them when they stumble. Stay authentic. Nobody wants to follow someone who pretends to be perfect. Share your struggles, your failures, and your journey. Let people see your humanity. It's what makes you relatable and inspiring. Here's the beauty of this condition. When you inspire others, their success becomes a reflection of your influence. And nothing is more fulfilling than knowing you've made a positive impact on someone else's life. Visualize this. Picture this. Your life is a stage, and every action you take is a performance. The audience is watching, not because you demanded their attention, but because they're captivated by the value you provide, the respect you command, and the inspiration you offer. Condition 4, you exude confidence, not arrogance. Confidence is magnetic. It's the silent message you send out to the world that says, I know who I am, and I'm comfortable in my own skin. People are naturally drawn to those who believe in themselves because confidence is contagious. But let me make this clear. Confidence is not arrogance. Arrogance pushes people away, while true confidence invites them in. Arrogance is loud, boastful, and rooted in insecurity. Confidence is calm, quiet, and deeply grounded in self-awareness. Here's how you can cultivate confidence. Embrace your imperfections. No one is perfect, and trying to be is exhausting. Confidence comes from accepting yourself as you are while striving to grow. Speak with conviction. Whether you're sharing an idea or standing up for yourself, say it like you mean it. People respect clarity and conviction. Carry yourself with presence. Stand tall, make eye contact, and walk into every room like you belong there. When you exude confidence, people can't help but take notice. They'll be drawn to your energy, your self-assuredness, and your ability to make others feel secure in your presence. Condition 5, you're unapologetically authentic. In a world oversaturated with filters, curated personas, and choreographed appearances, authenticity is a rare gem, and it shines brighter than anything artificial. People can spot realness a mile away, and they're instinctively drawn to it. Why? Because deep down, everyone craves connection, and connection can only thrive in truth. Think about the individuals who inspire you the most. They're not the ones striving to blend in or conform to societal expectations. They're the ones boldly walking their unique path, completely at peace with who they are. That's what makes them memorable. It's not perfection, it's their authenticity, their willingness to embrace every part of themselves, the good, the bad, and even the messy. So, what does being unapologetically authentic really mean? Let's break it down. Owning your story. Your journey is yours alone. The setbacks, the triumphs, the heartbreaks, and the breakthroughs all combine to shape who you are. Never apologize for the chapters you've lived. They're what make your story worth telling. When you share your true self, you give others permission to do the same. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's a superpower. Speaking your truth. Authenticity demands honesty. This isn't about being rude or brash. It's about having the courage to say what you believe, even when it goes against the grain. Your words have power when they come from your heart. And while not everyone may agree with you, they'll respect you for standing firm in your convictions. Staying consistent. True authenticity isn't situational. It's about being the same person, whether the cameras are on or off, whether you're in the spotlight or in solitude. People will chase you when they see that your words and actions align, that you're genuine in every interaction. When you embrace authenticity, something incredible happens. People trust you. Trust is the foundation of every meaningful relationship, personal or professional. Authenticity creates a magnetic force that draws others in, not because you're perfect, but because you're real. Here's the takeaway. You are enough, just as you are. The world doesn't need another imitation. It needs you, unapologetically, authentically, you. And when you step into that truth, people will follow. Not because you're chasing them, but because they see someone worth chasing. Condition 6, you master the art of giving without expecting. Giving is one of the most underrated superpowers we possess. But here's the twist. The most impactful giving happens when it's free of expectation. Why? Because true generosity doesn't seek validation or reward. It seeks to uplift, to empower, and to create connections that transcend material gain. And in a world where so many are focused on what's in it for me, the act of giving selflessly is nothing short of revolutionary. So what does it mean to give without expecting anything in return? Let's break it into actionable steps. Share your wisdom. Your knowledge, skills, and experiences are treasures. Pass them on. Mentor someone who's trying to navigate the path you've already walked. The insights you share might be the breakthrough someone else desperately needs. Offer your time. Time is one of the most valuable gifts you can give, and it's one many overlook. Sometimes just being present for someone, listening to them, supporting them, or simply sitting with them in silence can have a profound impact. Give credit where it's due. Celebrate other people's wins. Highlight their contributions. Acknowledging someone else's efforts doesn't diminish your own. It amplifies your leadership and generosity. But let's be real. Giving without expecting can feel counterintuitive, especially in a world that often operates on transactional relationships. The secret, however, is this. What you give comes back to you tenfold. Not always from the same person or in the same form, but in ways you never expected. Here's an example. Imagine you mentor someone, pouring your knowledge and encouragement into their journey. Years later, they succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Maybe they pay it forward to someone else, creating a ripple effect that you started. That's the power of giving. It creates ripples, not transactions. Here's the question for you. Which of these conditions do you already possess? And which one will you focus on developing next? Leave your answer in the comments below, and let's talk about how you can become someone who doesn't chase, but is chased. Because when you embody these traits, the world will notice, and the right people will come running. If you've made it this far, drop a 100 in the comments. It shows you are part of the 1% that's improving every single day.